Hike your own hike, nomad your own nomad. Experiment with the options of this unique lifestyle so you know what works for you, and get out there and do it. Good morning, y'all. Let's talk about solar. And there is no sun today. So what does a nomad do in that situation? And just like with anything else, there's many ways to do solar as there are nomads and vehicles. And I went the simplest way possible. Of course, I get to change my mind, but right now I use a Jackary, I think it's a 350. And a portable solar panel, which I will show you here in a minute. And of course, as with any other nomad topic, they all blend into each other, so we'll be touching on what a Jackary or whatever solar system you come up with can do for you and how to take advantage of its powers. It feels great to use the sun to power my life. It's recyclable, sustainable, all the good things, and it's very easy to do. There is a power cord permanently attached to the solar panel, and you can see some USB ports there as well that plugs directly into the battery. Voila! And even on days like today, when it's overcast, there'll still be some wattage trickling in. It's also possible to plug in your battery in an outlet. And there are 12-volt plugs available as well, so you can charge it while you're driving. On mine, when it's fully charged, that light turns green, and it's recommended that you don't let the percentage fall below 20%, so the capacity isn't diminished on the battery. And no, there isn't anything wrong with your battery because it takes so long to get from 90 to 100%. That's just how they work. So be patient, eventually it will get there. So there's lots that you can learn about solar. Watts and volts and amps and inverters and converters. But for our purposes here, let's just focus on watts, how many each of the devices that you're going to plug into your solar battery are going to draw, and for how long, and what percentage are they going to use of your power. I'll start with the device that takes the most power, and that is my water immersion heater. Then there's my 1-liter rice cooker in the cooking function and in the heating function. This is what my Samsung Galaxy tablet draws when it's relatively empty. My Android phone, my portable water filter pump, my rechargeable hand warmers, rechargeable fan, not rechargeable but USB O-polar fan, my favorite. Really? USB rechargeable flashlight, USB rechargeable headlamp, USB rechargeable tap on and off lights for when it's winter, USB rechargeable reading light, USB rechargeable wireless keyboard that looks like it's not consuming anything. Wait, that's it? No refrigerator? Or a cooler? No, I don't. There's so many foods that we've been convinced require refrigeration that really don't. So I'm able to use less room, take up less weight, and probably waste less food this way. So, solar is great, and yes, there are challenges. You are at the mercy of the elements. If it's cloudy, windy, rainy, and with a portable panel, you're stuck. But then so was my son and his sticks and bricks when his power went out a couple days ago. One way to mitigate that is to put a more permanent panel on my roof. So I'm checking into that. And it's one of those things that's always on your mind, like, how much water do I have? And what's the weather going to be like? I've personally never run out of power, but I don't work remotely, so I don't need to power a monitor and make sure that a laptop is always charged. If you're in that situation, then you're going to have to adapt. Those are the basics to get you started with coming up with your own configuration of a solar system in your rig. Always do your own research and do what works for you. Try something, experiment, and get out there and do it.